Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, my name is Courtney and today I am bringing you some fast and easy Christmas DIYs that are very cheap to make but will make your home look like $1,000,000. So let's get into today's video. For this DIY, I wanted to make some wood round ornaments. So I grabbed 6 ornaments. These came from Arteza in a pack. They already had the holes drilled on them, which I really absolutely love. It makes it super easy. And for 3 of them, I grabbed some black chalk paint. The other 3 I'm going to paint with the crimson chalk paint by Waverly in red. And I'm just painting a circle, leaving a little bit of border to let that wood slice show through. Now that my wood rounds are all dry, the next step was to go ahead and measure these. Now these wood rounds aren't necessarily all the same size, so I did go and I measured the height and I guess the width of each circle so that I could make sure that my designs were going to fit. From there, I opened up Design Space and I went in and I just typed in Christmas and chose several different designs that I liked. And then I also had some designs already that I had purchased from Design Bundles a while back that they were specifically meant for wood rounds, and so I put those in there because they were in my files, and then I just played around with the sizing to make sure it was good to go, and then I was ready to send it to my Cricut and get these all printed up. Once all the designs were cut out, I just had to simply transfer them over. I just set them directly on top of the wood rounds. They stuck down, no issues whatsoever. From there, I also had cut out a 2021, so I put that on the back of each of the wood rounds. I always like to date my ornaments when I do make those each year. From here, I was ready to go ahead and just finish it off. So to do that, I grabbed some twine and I fed both ends through the hole and then pulled it through the loop. And then I added 1 wooden bead. I did add a little bit of hot glue to kind of anchor that bead down just to hold it in place. And then I just tied a knot at the top and then just trimmed off the extra. And the final touch was to go ahead and add some ribbon. So for the red ornaments, I added black and white check ribbon, which I had enough for 1 bow, and I still need to run to Hobby Lobby to get a little more ribbon to finish the last 2 red ones off. And then for the black ornaments, I used red checked ribbon, and that's it. These ornaments are good to go. Moving into this DIY, I'm using a Hobby Lobby clearance sign. Now I actually had planned to use this sign a while back, that's why it's taped off, but in all reality I didn't need to tape it off because I end up leaving the frame black, and that's what color it is. So what I decided to do was go ahead first and just paint my entire sign black. Once that was finished, I was off to Design Space to create a fun Christmas sign. So my hack on this and the way I make sure that I make something that will fit a sign is I go ahead and measure my sign, and then I take that shape and I make that shape in Design Space. So I took a square, I typed in the exact measurements, it made it my rectangle, and then I knew that when I went in to design my words and everything, I would just know that it's gonna fit my sign. I searched through Design Space and then I just found moons and Santas and reindeers and I just started designing. I absolutely love this part of Cricut projects, is just being able to create something super unique and super fun. And so I will definitely link down any of the files that I created down below if you do happen to have a Cricut. I also made this a printable for you. It's a smaller version, but you can print it out if you would like to. And I just went in and designed it, and then I sent it and was gonna get it all cut out and ready to put down on my sign. My intention for this DIY is to have it be something where it could stand alone, it could be worked into a 3-tier tray, it could go onto a coffee table, a bookshelf. So for this, I'm using 3 houses that I had gotten from Hobby Lobby on clearance last year. They were like 25 cents each, super cheap, and one of them already had the chimney knocked off, and so this one I took the chimney off. And yes, I'm using my tin snips to get the staples out because my children have stolen all my pliers. And once I got those out, I go ahead and give these houses a couple of coats of the Moss chalk paint by Waverly. I did paint the entire house, front, top, back, bottom, all of it, and then I let them dry really good. And the last step here is to go ahead and apply my decals. So I did make 2 of this exact decal. So the 2 houses without chimneys are going to get the Christmas trees. And then for the middle house that does have the chimney, I created a separate design to put on that one. And what I really like about this is it's just super simple. I could put all 3 of these together. I could take one of the tree houses and put it somewhere else and then group the other 2 together. Now I had thought about adding some glitter glue or some white glue. You guys might remember last year all the glue projects I did with the gingerbread houses and all that stuff to the roof to try to make it kind of 3D. So you certainly could add glitter to the top or do Epsom salt if you like that look and dress them up a little bit more, but I just kind of like the simplicity of this project. Now let's make a holiday themed tray. So you're gonna need 2 of the stove covers from Dollar Tree. And I would go ahead and recommend, if you have white spray paint, by all means, go ahead and spray paint these. I didn't have any spray paint. I'm still a little weebly wobbly when it comes to spray painting because I'm just impatient, and so I tend to get a lot of bumps. So I did go in and paint it with chalk paint. It took me about 3 coats to get these covered, but once they were covered, I knew exactly what I was going to do with them, and it was super simple to do. I just measured the inside of each of these trays, and then I just found a peppermint on Design Space, and I went ahead and sent that to my Cricut, and then I went ahead and put that peppermint down onto each of the trays. To attach my 2 trays together, I decided to go ahead and use this mini rolling pin that I got on Amazon. I just brushed on some brown wax. Now, I will say once my tray was assembled, it is not super sturdy. Like, I know I'll be able to put some things on it, but it definitely is not going to be able to hold a lot of weight. So you may want to rethink using this if you think you're going to pack it down with heavy items. But for now, I'm going to go with it, and I went ahead and just painted it all up, let that dry. And then for the oven covers, I felt like it needed a little something else, so I grabbed some red and white baker's twine, and using some hot glue, I just anchored and I just wrapped the edge of each of the trays, making sure that I anchored them every now and then with the hot glue so that they will hold in place. We're to the point in the project where it's time to assemble the tray, and I'm just gonna go ahead and say that I started off thinking, okay, I'm gonna try just using Gorilla Glue and a little bit of hot glue and see if it'll work. No, it just will not work. And so once I realized that was a fail, I noticed that there were little holes already in these rolling pins. And so I decided just to go ahead and screw the trays to the rolling pin. It was super easy. I just took one of my Cricut tools and poked a hole in each of the trays, and then took small screws and just screwed it in. Now I will say this, after I got that all screwed in and other pieces together, I did go in with some hot glue and secure it a little bit. And you definitely can't weight down the top. If you want to do something like this and make, put heavier objects on it, definitely pick something else to connect your 2 trays together. Something that's a little bit fatter and thicker. You could certainly cut off the handles of this rolling pin and use that to connect the 2. That would probably give you a little more leverage and help hold that top tray. I'm not planning to pack this tray down. I really want the peppermint to show through when I display it. So there you go. Little Christmas tray ready to go. And now let's make another quick and easy ornament. I have been wanting to make this type of ornament for forever, so I picked up this sheet of tile from Home Depot, but I know Lowe's has them as well. And this is a great way to make ornaments for lots of people if you have a themed tree but you want to do some different designs on it. And for this, to make my life simple, I just went ahead and picked out some designs on Design Bundle. I will link it down below, the one that I found. And I just went ahead and printed it up on my Cricut, got it all cut out, and then I'm just using red permanent vinyl to stick it on there. And then to finish off the ornaments, I just used some baker's twine and I just hot glued it to the back, and that's it. Now I know some people will drill holes in their tile if you have the right tools to do that. You certainly could do that. Or some people will add just a little eyelet to the top and then screw it in on the top and then tie, you know, twine or ribbon or what have you at the top. But either way you do it, it looks super cute, and it's an easy way to make a ton of ornaments for a very low price. I hope this Christmas DIY video gives you some inspiration. Let me know down below which one of these projects was your favorite. I will make sure to link down printables and cut files and all the things I used in today's video down below in the description box. Also, let me know this. What is your favorite ornament? Whether it be something that someone gifted to you or you made, let me know and let me hear all your sentimental stories about ornaments. I do love to read all of your comments. Sometimes I know it may take me a little while to get through them, but please know I do read every single comment that you guys leave for me. I look forward to reading your ornament stories. Thanks so much for watching today, guys. I really appreciate it. Here are some more videos you might enjoy, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!